Hey there. I figured since within the first 3 comments of this gun I got a can you make a tutorial comment. This time it was just simply on a simple pistol. Uh, this is about as simple as I can make a gun, to be brutally honest. That actually does have a working action and, isn't just a block of cardboard. So I'm just going to show every angle that I find useful to this, and explain it. So this is probably going to be well over 5 minutes. So first of all, the magazine, um, it's got, just your 22 rounds. Floor plate is hardened paper. So is the slide, hammer, sight, some of the more delicate parts. And I have this piece of metal that's been formed into a spring, preformed, to just kind of extract the rounds. The spring for this actually was too strong, so I couldn't load in, like 6 or 7 rounds. But basically, I guess it'll help if I actually show the spring. So here is the spring for it. There was a piece of paper up here, but that kind of came off. But just it's supposed to compress, but it doesn't really. It fits in the magazine like that, just kind of snugly. But you can see that there actually is some tension on the round itself. Yeah, kind of keeping it up. But anyway, so there's the magazine. For the gun itself, first just the angles. Then I'll try to do this slow. I mean, my webcam is shit, but that's alright. I mean, there's not really much to say for this, but yeah. Shit, if I can find a ruler. Well, I guess I'm not going to be able to, but yeah, it would be good for scale. But this is, I think this was just below an inch, so this is maybe an inch wide or something. Looks to be a bit more, but I'm not sure. Unlike the real thing, I believe this has the same basic M1911 type. It's firing pin holder. I know I'm not using the correct terminology, but yeah, and for this part, if you look at Chang Mobile's Block 26, I did that same method, taking the smaller pieces and rounding them off and putting them on here. Now for the insides. So this is just a small compression spring that fits inside the, or fits around the barrel. This is, God, it's not M1911 style, but this is more Makarov PM style. I believe that's what it is. I mean, I haven't done much research, but I saw it on a website once. But yeah, so the barrel is anchored by just this piece of cardboard that's been reinforced. Another thing that might be helpful is the way I get cardboard so strong is, like right here along the corrugation, I've sealed it with hot glue. Just, you push it in until it comes out the other side, push the nozzle in. And this is for blocking the ejection port. See the slide? Yeah, it's about there, so you can just kind of see how that would work. This bit right here is to stop the slide from going forward too much. Yeah, because you can see that the block back here ends right there, and so it gets stuck on this piece and doesn't go forward. No, you see when the slide is actually on the gun, it wiggles back and forth, and you can see that there's a gap. The way to eliminate that is to make rails, and that's just kind of like looking down at it like this. There'd be a small L shape, right? Let's see, right here. So yeah, there's down the magazine well. God, I need a better camera, but yes, that'll fit on. And then this right here pushes against the spring, so the spring gets sandwiched between here and here, and then the barrel just goes through this hole here. So that will result in a working slide. I can't really think of a better way to explain this, without making a full-on tutorial, which, believe me, I've tried doing. I've tried doing it on the Mac 10, tried doing it on, I think, my Steyr AUG, and I think I've tried doing it on a few other weapons. It didn't work. It did not work at all. Because, it takes me like 4 hours on average, like from start time, like when I plug in my glue gun and start getting ready, to when it's like waiting to be painted, and then painting, that can be like from 20 minutes to overnight, and then filming, that's like always the next day. So I can't make a tutorial. That is not doable for me, because I don't have that much memory in my camera, and I'm not gonna fucking film myself like screwing off and just going on 4chan and just being a dumbass and stuff for 4 hours, because I don't just sit there and make the gun for 4 hours. I spend maybe only a half an hour to 2 hours on this, but the rest of the time I'm like eating or skating or taking breaks or something, because that's the beauty of this. It's on my own time, so yeah, tutorials I just can't really do, and I can't stress this enough, but still I get a million comments saying, toot please, and stuff like that. But yeah, so here's what I can do for this gun. Explanation of a simple pistol. Most of them are made this way. You can see them on Lobster R's Glock. I think it's his Glock 18. On some of Cheng Mobile's guns, but again, you have to be pretty skilled to make a gun like Cheng Mobile. I'm not near there at all, but yeah.